Okay, guys. So English verb tense. Let us begin with simple present tense. Okay. The usual mistake that I see many Indians make. Okay. Mostly when they think of present tense, they mostly say like use some constructions which are mostly present continuous basically. Okay. Simple present is not that. Okay. It's also called timeless present for a reason, right? So it is mostly to describe habitual actions, okay, that you do. For example, okay, that I go to college or something like that, okay, or she goes to college. She goes to St. Mary's basically. That is habitual action that she does. Okay, when you're referring to unchanging truths, okay, unchanging truths in the sense that universal truths, right? Um, of what we already know. Um, the Earth revolves around this, sun and all of that. So when you are making general statements of fact, okay, these three times you are supposed to use simple present. Okay, it is not I am reading a book and all. That is simple. Present continuous actually. Okay, not simple present. Okay, wait. Okay, so examples would make it much more clear, guys. Uh, so the habit part would be he always comes late to class. So here, look at the verb how it has changed into comes. He always comes late to class. So it's like a habit of that person. So in that case, you can use simple present. Okay. So unchanging truth: the sun rises in the east. Okay. The verb rises is used here. So this is simple present. Okay. Something that is a universal truth and all, right? So general statement of fact: they are friendly, okay, or they are friends, okay. Uh, this also in this case also you use simple present, okay. That is simple present. Don't confuse it with uh, present continuous, okay. That's a thing that I would want to remember. So the form would be something like this, okay. I study, I wait, okay. You study, okay. So all these things, we study, wait, okay. At this is a diagram they actually based on you know this is past and this is future and this is the present time, okay. Something which is simple present is they put XSXS all over the place because it is something which is like a universal truth, okay. Something that goes across like past and future also, right? In the sense that is a habitual action, it would be something like this, okay. It's not in the just the present moment, okay. That would be present continuous basically, okay. But it is something that is continuous, universal and all, right? That always happen, okay. So simple past, let us go to simple past now, okay. Things that have already happened, okay. So an activity or situation began and ended at a particular time in the past, okay. So it refers to past habits also, okay. For example, say, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. He was late to class yesterday. Okay. He was late. Okay. Was here used. Okay. Completed action in the past. We arrived 3 weeks ago. Okay. Arrived 3 weeks ago. So completed action in the past. Okay. She always wrote a letter to her mother on Sunday night. Okay. She wrote a letter. Okay. So that would be a past habit. Mm. Even if it's a habit and it's the past, you can use the simple past here. Okay. So these are the indicators that can be used. Last night, last week, last year, last month. Okay. Last Saturday, last semester, yesterday, ago, all these indicators can be used. Okay, the forms would be something like this: I studied, I waited, okay, I walked, okay. Okay, all these are simple past. So simple past in the diagram would come somewhere over here. See, in the past, it's something that happened in the past. Okay. So simple present is, it was all over the place, right? It's all over here. Okay, means like it's a universal thing. Basically, it's something that is habitual and all of that, right? But here, this is just in the past. Okay. So we are done with simple present and simple past. Let us move on to present perfect. Okay, present perfect is something. Okay, it tends very commonly used in English to refer to the past, something which has happened in the past. So when an activity happened at an unspecified time in the past, okay, that in that case you can use the present perfect. Okay, when an activity has been repeated several times before now, in that situation also, when an activity was very recently completed before now, okay, this is the most commonly used sort of form. Okay, if just you just stopped doing it, for example, like just completed the action just now, then you use present perfect. Okay, when an activity is not completed in the past. Okay, so with examples, it will be much clearer. Unspecified time before now. Okay, they have already seen that movie. Okay, have seen. Have already seen, right? So have and seen. The construction would be always have plus you know past participle of the verb. Okay, repeated activity before now. We have visited New York City many times. Okay, have visited. So this is present perfect. Okay, we have visited. Okay, an action that has recently been completed before now. Okay, I have just eaten. So see, I have just eaten. I have just eaten. I have eaten. Okay, so this is the construction. It should be have or has plus past participle. Okay, remember that construction. I have studied Spanish for many years. I have studied. See, have studied. Action not completed in the past. All these cases you can actually, all these situations you can use past. I'm sorry, present perfect. I'm sorry, present perfect. Okay, so these are the indicators for it: before, ever, never, so far, already, okay, yet, just, and all these different situations can use indicators. I have studied. I have seen. Okay, for studied and seen, look at the forms here. You have studied. Okay, she has studied. Okay, has or have plus past participle. That's the construction verbs. Okay, have or has plus past participle. This you have to remember. This is a common construction for what? Pre- uh, present present perfect. Okay. Okay. So another form you can. I have walked. Okay. I have. This is also the second form, but it's basically this is have, right? So that is why it works that way. Have and walked. Okay. Have and grown. So in all this, like the has and walked. Okay. So look at the diagram. That's why it is in the past, but it almost comes to the um, you know the present. That's why it's called present perfect. Okay, so basically, it gets perfected in the present. Basically, the action that is in the past. Okay. Okay. So it's also like it just comes up until now. Actually. Okay. So present progressive tense. This is present. It's also called present continuous. Okay. Present progressive. So this is the simple thing that we confuse with simple present, right? In India. So this is just when you use words like you know I'm explaining something, ing words are used. I'm talking. She's understanding. All of these words suggest that present action is going on continuously. Okay, it refers to I'm doing this, I'm cycling, I'm reading, I'm teaching, all of this. Now, right now, what is happening? Like teaching, I'm teaching, right? So I'm just talking about what is happening right now. It's still in progress. That is why it's called pro- present progressive. Okay, present progressive. Okay, when an activity is in progress now, okay, the moment of speaking, okay, the activity began before now and continues into the future without stopping, even this also. And when an activity is temporary, okay, when an activity is developing or and change, all these cases you can use the present progressive. Okay. So indicators are right now at this moment still, okay, this year, week, month, as we speak, all of these things are indicators of present continuous. Okay. So I am studying for that. So it's for studying actually. Construction say. Okay. So because it's continuous and all, and happening during now, it is represented like this in as a diagram over here. See, so this is how it happens when it comes to present continuous, guys. Okay. So future tense. Okay, future tense also is very simple. Things which are placed in the future, basically. Okay. So indicate an activity or event that will take place at a time in future, right? It will take place in the future. Look at the examples now here. When I'm retired, I'm going to travel. Okay. I am going to. Okay. Next week we will work. Okay. Look at the verbs here. Will work, shall work. All of these will come. Okay. I am going to also will come in the future. Okay. Going is going to. Okay. Get his car fixed. Our plane departs at noon next Friday. Okay. So even here, when we look at the context of the sentence also, um, to see that it is in the see, just because it says it departs, okay, doesn't mean it is simple present. Okay. But in the context of this sentence, you have to understand that it is talking about the future tense. Okay. Um, because next Friday is there here. Okay. Okay. Indicators tomorrow, next Saturday, week, year, or whatnot, next semester, and all of this will be indicators for it. Okay. I will stay. I'll stay. All of these are you know forms. Okay. Examples of forms given here. Will and shall both of them work actually. Mm. Other form is I am going to. Okay. They are going to, or you are going to. This forms. Okay. Form 3 would be something like this. Sometimes the simple present tense or the present progressive tense are used to express a future meaning. Okay. Sometimes these, which actually look like I am arriving. Okay. I arrive. All of these. This seems like you know simple present tense, right? Now look at the construction of it. But in the meaning of the context of the when you say, I arrive at for 5 and all. What do you mean? It means that you are talking about the future. Okay, I'm arriving at a certain point of time. Means you're talking about the future. So you have to understand that in sentences you need to look at the context and determine the tense. Usually the tenses are used when scheduled events are being discussed. Okay, so basically the plane, a train is arriving at a certain form. So in these exceptions also you have to remember, guys, okay, and try to figure out that meaning is not based on just because it's arrive or it says it uses a ing word and all doesn't mean that it is present continuous or simple present and all. Okay, so you have to look at the meaning and carefully, okay, and not get confused and all. These don't occur that frequently. Okay, so watch out for the context is what I wanted to say. Okay, future is very simple. Okay, it's something that occurs in the future. Okay, this is like the present time that we are in. This occurs in the future. That's why there's an X mark over here. Okay, okay. Now let us look at the other ones. Okay, the combination of tenses and all, right? Well, that we already looked at. We looked at simple present, present progressive, okay, and yeah, and past tense and future tense, right? Well, simple past and simple future. Now let us look at the different combination. Past perfect. Okay, let's begin with past perfect. This tense is not used a lot. Okay, it can often be used interchangeably with the simple past because these tenses do not differ much in meaning. Okay, it can be interchangeably used. For example, you can say he had visited her many times before she died. Okay, and you can also say he visited her many times before she died also. The meaning wouldn't change that much. Okay, but the thing is to be more specific and all, right? The past perfect tense refers to activities that happened before a specific time. So there is a specific time that she died, right? That is that specific time that we are referring to. Before that, he used to visit her, to say that. Okay, there is a difference in saying he visited her. Okay, uh, you know, he visited her many times means that is just past tense, like in the past he used to visit her. But we are actually saying that before a specific time, which is like when she died, before that he used to visit her. Okay, before this time he used to visit her. So mostly the construction would be of past perfect would be had. Okay, present perfect was has or have. Remember, has and have and past participle. Here it would be had visited her. Okay, he had visited her many times before she died. Okay, you're referring to a place of time. Okay, before a specific time. Okay, it's in the past. Yeah, he had visited her. Okay, but when before this event happened, this specific time here. Got it right? I hope all of you understood. The past perfect tense refers to activities. Okay, activities is what he did, like visited her. Okay, that happened before a specific time. What is the specific time in this example? It before that she died actually. Okay, so when you are referring to the past event and all, and before that what happened, you can use he had visited her many times before she died. Okay, let us look at past progressive. So the continuous action that is happening, okay, in the past. Okay, that is what it is. Past progressive is very simple like that. So this tense is used to refer to activities continuously in the in progress around a time in the past. Okay, it was happening back in that time. Okay, they were eating when the taxi arrived. Okay, that is why you say they were eating. Okay, they were eating. Okay, was or were plus verb and ing. Okay, ing form of verb, because it was a continuous action. They did not stop when the taxi arrived. Okay, they were eating. That eating action was going on when the taxi arrived. In the past. Okay, so that is why it is past progressive. Got it right? So they were eating when the taxi arrived. I hope all of you are listening. Okay, this is something which is important. It sort of confuses people, especially these special forms confuse you. So pay attention carefully. Okay, and I'll put up the video also. Like try to watch it again and all, right? And try to understand this properly. Okay, I will put up this PPT also for your reference. So past perfect progressive. Okay, that is the next one that we are going to look at. Past perfect progressive. This tense is used when an activity was continuously in progress. It was continually in progress before a specific time in the past. Okay, it was happening continuously before a specific time in the past. Okay, it is similar to that past perfect that we looked at. Okay, the only difference is it's past perfect, but the thing is it is progressively happening. That's the only difference. Okay, I had been thinking about her before she called. Okay, I had been thinking about her. Okay, the process of thinking was going on. Okay, before she called. Okay, she called is something that happened in the past. Okay, in this sentence you see she called, so that is in the past, right? But before that something else also happened. What he was thinking about her, right? I had been thinking about her. Okay, so that is why the construction is had been verb and name. Okay, I had been thinking, I had been uh, running when so and so happened. Okay, no, or before so and so happened. Got it? So past uh, perfect progressive. Okay, so continuous action before a particular specific time in the past. Okay, the specific time refers to when she called. Okay, before that, what was the continuous action that was happening? I hope all of you are getting it. Okay, any questions, please ask me. Okay, present perfect progressive. Okay, present perfect we already looked at, right? Has plus past participle. So this is like the progressive action that is happening. This tense is used to describe actions that have been continuously in progress before now. Okay, these have been happening continuously before present time. Okay, these actions are not completed yet. Okay, um, I have been waiting here for the last 2 hours. When you're waiting and still waiting and all, like, it has not been completed. What do you say? I have been waiting. Okay, it's not I have waited. That would be uh, present perfect action. Okay, so you have this construction of have or has plus been and ing word. Okay, been and verb with ing. Okay, I have been waiting. Okay, I have been waiting. Okay, continuous action here for the last 2 hours. Okay, I have been waiting here for the last 2 hours. So it's referring to the present. Before that, for the last 2 hours, he was continuously waiting. Okay, so let's go to the next construction. Future perfect. Okay, future perfect. It's referring to a future perfect expresses the idea that an activity will occur before some time, some future time. Okay, that specific time is in the future now, and before that something will happen. Okay, in that way. So she will have finished dinner before the game starts. Okay, the specific time here is when the game starts. The game starts. Okay, she will have finished. Okay, will have finished. So that that action will be perfect in the sense that it will be finished. Okay, perfected, finished. So she will have finished dinner. Okay, will have past participle. Okay, of the verb. She will have. Okay, or shall have. Okay, uh, she will have finished dinner before the game starts. Okay, this is the time. Before that, this thing will be finished. That is why there is a past participle here. Though it is future perfect, it is past participle because it is a finished action basically. Okay, it's not just for finished like other things. Also, it will be past uh, participle used. Okay, she will have finished. Okay, will have finished dinner before the game starts. Okay, got it right. So next one, let us go to the next one. Future progressive tense. So now we are looking at future progressive. The tense is used to refer to activities that will be continuously in progress around some time in future. In the future, they will be continuously going on in the progress. Okay, we will be flying over New York at noon tomorrow. So in the future, a particular point of time, or like it's not particular point of time, but it will be continuously going on, like around noon, around that time and all. We will be flying over New York. Okay, so this is the construction here. Will be verb and ing. Will be flying. Okay, we will be doing so and so around this time. That's what it means. We will be uh, eating, okay, or flying or whatever, okay, around so and so time, around evening tomorrow evening or something like that, you can say, okay, or noon tomorrow or something like that. So we will be doing the continuous action sometime. So future perfect progressive. Let us go to that now. Okay, future perfect progressive. This tense is used to refer to activities that will be continuously in progress before a future time. Okay, tense is used for refer to activities that will be continuously in progress. Okay, before a future time. So this is when there it is a before a particular sort of future time. It will be before that. It will be in progress. Got it? So he will have been working for 3 hours before you arrive. Okay, before you that person arriving, you arriving. Okay, that is a particular specific time in the future. Okay, here it was like around that time. Okay, not like a particular time and all future time, but around some future time. Here it's talking about a particular future time, and before that it will be for the future perfect will be why is it called perfect? Perfect means like completed action, guys. Okay, something which has been perfected or like completed fully. So he will have been working for, okay, 3 hours before you arrive. So this is about the progressive, right? So he will have been working for 3 hours before you arrive. Okay, continuous action will happen until 3 hours before before that person arrives. The 3 hours will be finished before he arrives. Okay, will have been, okay, verb will have been. That is a construction for future perfect progressive. Will have been and verb with the ing word. Okay, because it is progressive. Okay, wherever there is progressive, remember that, or continuous. Okay, in India sometimes we use that continuous also. So it means that you ing words should be used. Okay, wherever there is perfect, remember that action will be finished or completed. Okay, So basically, that's progressive thing will happen before the person arrives here. Okay, will have been working. Okay, okay, guys. I think we have looked at almost everything. Okay, the constructions are given here. Okay, perfect have plus verb. Okay, it's given in a table form. You can look at this later. Okay, I think we are done with all the things. Okay, which we are. Any questions? Please ask me now. Okay, switch off the recording.